Hello, hello, we're
Hello,
live.
we are live. Hello, lovely people who are joining us. We made a musical. How did that happen, Ruth?
It was very exciting. Hopefully you've watched the musical before coming here because we're going to answer questions about it. So if you haven't, check out that video. And if you have any questions, ask them in the live. We do have some already, so we will kick off by asking those questions. But if you've got any, please put them in the chat. We'd love to answer your musical toilet cleaning robot questions.
Thank you to everyone who's joining us, and a big thank you as well to the amazing Ali from Geeky Fay Art, who is in the chat moderating for us.
Thank you, Ali. So let's kick it off. So Olivia says, "How did the robot work?"
So we have the robot next to us here. I'm going to completely mess everything up by just showing us. We have the robot from our musical here. So the question from Olivia, who's 10, was, how does the robot work? Let's put that camera back. It is remote controlled, and it has, what did we work out earlier? It has 11 motors in it.
11 or 12, did we count?
So it's got 4.
We forgot the head.
Oh yeah, just 12, yeah. So it's got 4 motors in each of its arms. It's got one on the end of the arm. In fact, I can hold the arm up here.
Oh, don't hit it. Oh.
Okay, I can't quite reach it up. So basically, it's got a motor on the end of the arm that spins our toilet brush. It's got a servo motor on the shoulder there. It's got another one next to that allows it to move in and out, and then it's got an uppy downy one.
Really technical
really
here.
technical one. And it's got the same on the other arm, and then it has another motor in its head that lets its head turn so the robot can look around.
And to power the wheels as well.
Yes, so you can drive it around.
So loads of them. And it's all remote controlled. So when we were filming, the amazing Lucy, who did some of our lighting, learned how to drive the robots and make it dance, and its lovely flashy eyes. Oh, we've got someone joining us from New York. Hello. It was lots and lots of fun, but it's quite big. I don't know if you can, it's probably comes up to like almost my shoulder.
Yeah, if you stand next to it, I'll show you how big it is. So yeah, it's a good size, and it's quite heavy. It's like a lump.
Oh yeah, it's like all metal.
All made of steel.
And it has little switches to be able to, it's not got a battery in, but switches to be able to activate things on it.
And we had another question relating to the robot from...
Oh, I don't think that's on properly.
Oh, here we go. We had another question relating to the robot from Charlie, who asked, what's the robot's name? Charlie is 8.
So when we got Erin's invention idea, Erin said that they had named it after their sister, and we don't know what Erin's sister's name is. We had a few loving names for it, nicknames, when we were filming. But yes, Erin, let us know what it's called. People keep asking.
We love the fact that Erin designed a toilet cleaning robot, and she thought, oh, who is the person who should most be cleaning a toilet? And she thought her sister would be that person.
Oh, Becky Stern's joining us as well. Hi, Becky.
Hello, Becky.
There's some amazing makers in the chat. Just go through and follow everyone. Congrats on your massive achievement. The musical is fab. Thank you. Question. Oh, does the toilet cleaning... Oh, yeah, you asked me, well, does it have a name or a nickname?
So we were just saying that basically that Erin wanted the toilet cleaning robot to be named after her sister. We don't know what her sister's name is, but we think it's hilarious that the robot she would assume that the robot should be named after her sister. And who else should be cleaning a toilet other than your sibling?
Exactly.
I have a brother. I think he should clean all toilets instead of me.
Oh, amazing. So Aisha says, what was your favourite part to film?
Ooh, I mean, one of the most fun things, probably for me, in fact, for all of us probably filming, was smashing a toilet.
We only had one shot at getting that.
We had one toilet that we could smash, and so we filmed it from like 5 different angles, and then we just had to get it right. So that was good fun, and it makes a very satisfying sound. If anyone's ever stressed and happens to have surplus toilets,
smash a toilet.
Smash a toilet. What was your favourite bit?
I really enjoyed filming like the end reveal test bit of the robot. So actually having the toilet and it making loads of mess and all the dances. Like it was really nice to have, to do such a fun bit of choreography. Sean and I don't usually dance. We had some amazing dancers who were very patient.
I'm quite a clumsy dancer. I have big feet and long arms and long legs.
Maybe we should share some of the outtakes at some point on social media.
There are some good outtakes, but they were immensely patient with me, and yeah, so Grace and Charlotte, who are two of our dancers, and they sort of did a load of stuff choreographing it as well, along with Olivia. And yeah, they were just really, really patient and really, really supportive, and putting up with us being, or me particularly being a very clumsy engineer. It's not our skill set. Dancing is not our skill set. Although Ruth was a theatre child. Ruth did theatre as a child.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was really good fun. The whole filming of this, Seamus, who wrote the incredibly catchy songs. I feel like we should apologize now because you will be singing some of those songs just in your head. They're very, very catchy. And yeah, he directed it all. And yeah, it was just so lovely to have such a good team. And also because of COVID, lots of theatre stuff hasn't been happening. So it's so nice to have a whole team of really creative people and engineers working together. Oh, Becky Stern says, what's your favorite musical?
Ooh, that's a good question. My favorite musical I've seen was probably The Book of Mormon, if anyone's seen that, which is a fun musical. What's my favorite musical songs wise? I think songs wise. What's your favourites? You like Singing in the Rain, don't you?
I like Singing in the Rain. I also, there's a musical called Six, which is about Henry VIII's wives. Quite like that one. And there's also, I mean, I love like singing along to like a Disney musical as well. So we have a lot of like Disney.
Moana is my favourite Disney one. Some great songs in Moana. Yeah, so what's one of the questions there?
Oh, George from Greece says, Greece, that's very impressive.
Oh, welcome from Greece.
Says, keep up the great work. Question is, are you going to release the bloopers?
We will selectively release the bloopers.
Yeah, make sure you're following us over on Instagram because I will try and release bit by bit some of the funny things. I have some of the rehearsal things as well. So some of us getting turns wrong and where we're supposed to be.
And practicing jumps, lifts. Was quite entertaining
because you can't really tell in the edit, but the whole of that end sequence pretty much was choreographed, and we ran most of it through in one go, again and again and again, and then it was all edited together. So it was quite a workout. It was quite tiring.
Just in case anyone was watching who hasn't actually seen the musical, that's what we're talking about. We built our robot, which is next to us here, our toilet cleaning robot, and then we made a musical. If you haven't seen it, do go and check it out. Ali says, I've seen Book of Mormon twice. It is an amusing musical. Someone said, so Joshua Chambers said, is it a used toilet? So we had two toilets. We had one that was an old one that we smashed. And then we recycled, or took it to the right place to be recycled. And then the other one, which was a new toilet, but that someone had bought for their house and didn't fit in their house. So I went to go and collect that.
And we still have that. Sat in the corner of our workshop.
Yeah, and we are going to take the toilet cleaning robot to the schools. We're booked in to go visit the schools, or very soon to visit the schools who we interviewed, including Erin's school, 6-year-old Erin, who designed the toilet cleaning robot. So we'll be bringing the robot and hopefully cleaning a toilet very, very soon.
Radin says, is that you singing?
So lots of people ask this question. The answer is in the musical is no. It is not us singing. So I sing in a choir, and Ruth has a really nice singing voice. But our friend Seamus, who wrote the songs and directed the musical, was really, really keen to have like proper impressive musical theatre people who can do all the crazy highs and lows.
The range that they have is incredible. If you listen to the soundtrack, which hopefully we will be putting on Spotify, so you can listen to your heart's content. Some of the range that these singers have is amazing. And Ali was singing.
Oh, yes, Ali said, yeah.
So in their part, Ali was singing. Yeah. So listen out.
So there are two people, yeah. Ali and Shruk, those two are both singing in the musical. And Dan says, he says, can you lick the bowl? No, flush it like everyone else. Yep. Yes.
I was thinking, I keep watching the films back, the bits of singing, and I think some of these are going to end up being memes.
Yeah, there's lots of bits in that musical that could easily find their way into an animated GIF.
Charlie, we said that. So Charlie asked what was the robot's name.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's named after Erin's sister. We were kind of calling it Robert, and we had different names depending what bits of the musical we were doing. The robot has beautiful eyelashes, though. Beautiful eyelashes.
Spent a lot of time trying to get those eyelashes just right.
That real expression. Look at that beautiful face.
It's good. We realised as well, very quickly, that actually there's something really satisfying about having the face of a robot that is kind of wonky. It kind of gives it more character if the face is a little bit wonky.
Oh, camera back on.
There we go.
Camera back on. Oh, was there ever ideas you were given during lockdown drawn by children but were actually from adults? Ooh. We do get inventions sent in and we're like,
Sometimes they're honest. So sometimes you get an invention out of it, it just says Dave, age 42. And you're like, okay, well, at least Dave was honest.
But I think we've done pretty well. I think we have managed to like not be fooled by anyone, I think.
Yeah, no, occasionally you do get sent an idea and you look at it and you go, it's like, it'll be super, super technical or something. And you have to think and go, okay, is this like kid like really, really like up to speed on their like technical engineering words?
It's like figure 1, figure 2.
Yeah, but most of the time, yeah, I think people are quite honest and open about it. Ali says, I want to know if the LEDs in the eyes are controlled on a different circuit to the movements of the robot. Yes, they are. So there is the LEDs in the eyes are a spinning neopixel ring, so a little ring of LEDs.
And they're controlled by an Arduino.
Yeah. So it's an Arduino in there that controls those, and that just merrily runs around.
And the battery on those lasted for ages, to the point where after we'd finished filming, we loaded it back up in the van and the eyes were still spinning, and we went for food and we came back and it got dark and people like looking in the car like, what is this? And all you could see was the spinning eyes of the robot out the back.
So we went for an Indian takeaway afterwards, and we were looking out the window and you could just see this just glowing, spinning lights, creepy robot in the back of the van.
Ali says, tell us about the microcontrollers.
It was an Arduino Nano, little tiny programmable circuit board that we loaded in there with a rainbow effect. So the eyes would change color and keep changing color, and each time they went round, they would kind of fade into a different rainbow color. So I did a little Arduino Nano, which are quite fun, cheap ways of programming little LEDs.
Neon Wave says, do you think the toilet cleaning robot would survive the arena of Robot Wars or Battle Bars?
To be fair, though, these arms, the robot's arms, we have a thing again. Basically, you could easily they are drill motors.
Oh, these spin super fast as well. That you can probably tell from the footage. Like, if this was cleaning your toilet every day, it would start to wear through the actual toilets.
It's pretty brutal. So you could absolutely put some kind of, we're not encouraging the idea, but you could absolutely put some kind of Robot Wars, BattleBot style thing on the end. But we don't build weapons on this channel.
But also as well, like the robot is just, I feel like if he was going to have a weapon, it should be something like so surprising because it looks so cute and innocent, and then it's like, fire! But yeah, hello everyone that's joining us. I hope you've watched the musical, and then we can answer some of your questions about it. But yeah, thank you so much. Sensible question. Is it safety reason why the kids don't get the invention to keep after? I think it'd be great, but it could be a bit unsafe for young children. Yes, unfortunately, we aren't able to give away the inventions afterwards because exactly for that reason. They are kind of prototypes and they're not necessarily designed to be the kind of things you see around your house have been tested and made to a certain standard.
They are prototypes, and where we can, we like kids to be able to see them. So either obviously in the video they get to see them, and sometimes we'll put some of our inventions in like a museum or a gallery so people can come and visit, or we'll take them to events and we'll invite people, particularly the kids whose ideas they were, to come and see them at that event. But yeah, sometimes they're things like sneeze activated flamethrowers that you can't really invite people to come and be around when you're testing them, just in case you sneeze.
Yeah, exactly. It's sometimes a really good invention idea. You're kind of like, oh yeah, this would be really good, but we should be the only people that test it.
So Erin Kaplan says, was about to ask about the motors. Since it's a drill, Chuck, is that a drill? So yeah, basically you can basically buy the I'm holding up, you can't see it. You can basically buy these, and they come with the drill motors basically come with a little mounting plate, so you can sort of bolt them in. They have a bearing and everything, and yeah, it literally does have a proper chuck with a chuck key, and then yeah, this is like just a brush attachment. So it's pretty simple. And then yeah, those bank of switches on the front there that Ruth said about, those were we basically made it so, to make it safe, we made it so you couldn't remotely turn on the toilet brush. We didn't want a situation where someone might be dancing around near the robot and you could automatically accidentally turn on the toilet brushes and make them spin. So safety was a concern.
Safety, yeah. Lots of dancing, lots of water. Got to be safe. What have we got here? Oh, hi Dana. You don't build weapons, but you did once yeah. So we don't make weapons, but we did once build something that was illegal, but we didn't know it was illegal at the time. So yeah. We didn't realize you couldn't drop things from drones.
This is very true.
And so yes.
And also technically in that video, we don't actually break any laws. So we managed to realize that it was illegal to drop things from a drone in the UK before we actually dropped anything from a drone. So that was we just about managed to not break any rules there.
Yeah. But apparently that video, it turns out it's not illegal in other places. We've had lots of people comment saying, come to this country and you can come do that. So yeah, maybe we need to bring the jelly.
Ali says only gently illegal.
Yeah. Maybe we should bring the jelly dropping drone.
But yeah, in all seriousness, one of the sort of big things for us as engineers is obviously to make sure that we're doing things in a safe way, even when they're crazy things. So engineers get to have lots of fun making stuff and inventing things. And obviously on YouTube, there's a lot of people building fun, crazy things, but obviously we're kind of responsible for making sure that those things work safely as well. Neil Mo says loopholes, they're meant to be exploited. I mean, we did technically drop something, but the drone wasn't flying at the time. So that was our loophole. We had to suspend it in the air. So yes, that was that question. Dancing with high-speed spinning toilet brushes video idea. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely lots of potential possibilities to use the robot for future things.
And now we've decided we quite like dancing. We should be, putting it in more videos.
Maybe
singing.
And do suggest in the comments either here or on the other video other attachments you think we could add to the robot later, because now you've got a spinning drill chuck attachment. There could potentially be.
Oh, DIY with batteries, very on brand, says, what type of battery did you guys use? Lithium or lead acid?
Both, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we had a different battery that powered the eyes, hence the reason they stayed on forever. We actually, I don't know if you've seen them, we've used them before in a few builds, but on our Makita tools, you can have an attachment that then allows you to plug in like a USB cable. And that was what we used in the head for the eyes.
So it was like a lithium drill battery, wasn't it, to control the eyes? And then it was a big chunky lead acid car battery, like a deep cycle one.
For all the others.
And the reason why we kept those things separate was because when you've got like big chunky motors, like the motors that powered the robot, sometimes when you've got like a little microcontroller that Ali was talking about earlier, a little Arduino that ran the eyes, a little programmable circuit, when you pull lots of electricity from a big battery, you can get weird spikes of electricity that make your circuits freak out. So that's why we had two completely separate circuits so they could run separately.
To keep the robot happy. Mr. Deathchimp says it's crying out for a whisk attachment.
Oh.
Yes, we did actually do a cooking with power tools video quite a long time ago, and it is a lot of fun. It was when we got a whole load of new tools. So before we'd actually use them, we decided to cook with them. And yeah, whisks and drills.
Oh, that's great. Maybe have a storage place, some more toilet paper. That would be great fun. And we could do actually, has anyone ever seen that thing? What's the thing you do with, you get a toilet, what is it? We get like a leaf blower?
Oh, yeah.
So you get like a leaf blower and a toilet roll. And you just you empty the whole toilet roll.
Toilet roll dispenser.
It'd be quite fun.
Probably an attachment would be a bucket of water for the robot to clean its brushes, or a plunger. Plunger is a good call.
Plunger would be great fun, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Magic smoke, yeah. Ali's saying there about the inevitable magic smoke you get if you overload your Arduino little circuit boards, fry them, and then the magic smoke's a little interesting smelling smoke that escapes from your chips when you fry them.
Yeah, we did try very hard to not fry anything, particularly as we obviously, for the test of it, we took the robot out of the workshop. So we try to think about what might happen when we're out and about with this invention, because things go wrong. Whenever we build anything, something always goes wrong. Something doesn't work right first time. And so, yeah, that's just kind of part and parcel of being an engineer and inventor, is you have to deal with things not working out as you expect them to.
So we had a question from 11-year-old Dana, and Dana asks, "Who chose your wardrobe for the musical?"
We dressed ourselves.
Yes, that's how we dress when we're going dancing with a robot. A bright blue suit, and you had stars, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I wear that dress quite regularly.
It's a good.
You've worn that suit for things.
I was going to say I've worn that dress. I've not worn that dress recently.
You've worn that dress.
Is in the car audio industry? What are you releasing the genie? Oh, that's a nice way of describing it. So instead of the magic smoke coming out of a circuit, it's releasing the genie. That's a fun way of describing it.
The plunger attachment would have to be a piston action rather than spinning.
Nice.
It would. Yes, it would do.
Like a linear actuator, like a motor that pushes and pulls.
Sean does look good in a dress, Ali. You are right. Sean could wear that dress.
Future opportunities.
Future opportunities. Definitely. What we try and do when we're filming as well is we think about like the colors of things as well. So we really wanted the beginning of that sequence with the clipboards and the kind of grey coats to then suddenly turn quite colourful, hence like the bright colours and Sean's bright colours and things. But we really wanted to kind of start off quite like serious.
Yeah. And that was a really nice thing with our dancers, with Charlotte, Grace, and Olivia. It was kind of start off in these kind of grey like lab coats, and then suddenly they're in like really colourful dresses doing their amazing dance routine, which is good fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And we do. Actually, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you might recognise the blue suit I was wearing from we built 2 years ago now. We built.
I think it was more than that.
2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
We built vacuum cleaner shoes. That was a project. It was
like a whole suit, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, with like a vacuum cleaner on your back, and you had these pipes that went down to these. They were like platform shoes with vacuum cleaner attachments on them, so you could basically like walk, kind of like clumsily moonwalk while sucking up like litter, like cigarette ends and bits of wrappers and stuff.
We actually went down into the centre of Falmouth and tested them out.
In town itself, cleaning the streets,
doing our bit for the community. But yes, we are. So we're hoping that we might be able to do some more singing stuff. So if you enjoyed it, if you think that's good, let us know. But we do want to say a massive thank you to the students, the year 1 students and reception students who allowed us to ask lots of questions, and we had some great conversations around engineering. Obviously in the video you only saw a snippet of that. And the incredible Seamus did an amazing job at turning those answers into very catchy songs.
If you want to see some more fun songs, you can check out his name is Seamus Carey, and it's Seamus Mas, M-A-S. He's Seamus Carey, and he's basically got a YouTube channel as well, and we put some of the songs and things he's made. He's got a really funny song called "I Wish I Was a Standing Stone," where he's like dressed up as a standing stone, singing about standing stones and things in Cornwall. Go and check that out. That's pretty good fun. And he did, an amazing job of writing all the songs, all from basically these contributions that we had from the year 1 and reception kids. If you ever need any help with some projects, let me know. I'd love to collaborate. You'll have an awesome day. I've got to run. Macon. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
But yeah, if you have any more questions, put them in the chat. We have a few that we have come through before. So we have one. Layla says, what was the hardest thing to make in this build?
What's the hardest thing to make?
Yeah, what was the hardest thing to make? So we often make things in a very short amount of time, and so as you can imagine for this video, we spent a lot of the time dancing. So we did have an interesting time. Yeah, with the arms. In fact, the arms broke. As I said earlier, something always fails.
You can actually see here, if I bring this around yet again, basically on this arm here of the robot, if you quite make it out. Basically just here, this cable tied on here is like an extension bar from a socket set, and that's our friend Alfie who was filming the musical for us. While we were learning the dance routines, he had to do an emergency repair on it, because when our friend Lucy, who was practicing and learning how to use the robot, was controlling it, the arm basically, like the weight of the arm broke itself, because it's a prototype. So Alfie had to do an emergency.
So we sacrificed
part of our tool set.
Part of our tool set.
To repair it.
Hi, Andy. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Andy.
But yeah, this is the workshop. I'm not sure many of you have seen it. We did revamp it a while back, so there is a video out there. But this is the Cornwall workshop, and we often do things here, or we build things in Sheffield. So if this is the first time, if you've only just come to this channel because you've seen the musical, welcome to the workshop. This is where we bring to life crazy invention ideas.
We build some stuff in workshop, we build some stuff in here, and this space is good because it's got big double doors that you kind of see in the musical, which means that we can get sort of vehicles and things in. We built our full-size furry electric dog car with a wagging tail in here. The tail was so long that it stuck out the door, which was pretty funny.
Oh, and Ali's done a collab, so check that out on our channel and on their channel. There is, we made finger cutlery, and then we went to a restaurant and we ate a whole meal with finger cutlery. Reed Hedges says, just watch the video. Blummy Nora, that was great. I feel like Blummy Nora should be used more. Blummy Nora. Oh, Ali says, we're cutting a little bit out.
Oh, are we?
Do you think Ali's referring to the fact that Ali's cutlery was better than ours? Do you think that's what Ali might be referring to? We did make it kind of a competition, and yeah, Ali's cutlery might have blown ours out of the water. So yeah, definitely check out that video if you want to see that.
No, I think she was.
Oh, we're actually cutting out
on dodgy.
That could be our dodgy internet. I thought you were implying the fact that yeah, we didn't give you full credit.
Hopefully the connection isn't too bad. Shouldn't be. We're on fiber, so it should be fine. But
fingers crossed.
Internet technology, these things go wrong.
And this is the first time we've actually done a live on YouTube, so yeah.
Do let us know, anybody, if the connection is particularly dodgy, and we will not annoy people too much. Hopefully it isn't too bad. If it is bad, let us know. And
yeah, put it in the chat. Is the chat that way to you or that way?
So we've had lots of love in comments already in the musical about this hat, which was our pink, purple, light blue, pink, purple, and light blue pirate hat. I feel like we should go to production with these.
Yeah, maybe we should make
with some credits for the little lad whose idea it was. It was quite a satisfying hat to wear. I like this hat. I might start just wearing it.
Yeah, just randomly.
Yeah, to events and things. It's just like a fancy dress pirate hat that we sprayed through different colours, but it works pretty well.
And we have our build list. So yeah, we've got our shiny wrench. We've got lots of gold. Don't have a toilet anymore. And then we built a robot. So we at some point we should do that. We cleaned the toilet and we sung.
I'm trying to read that backwards in the screen.
Video quality is not as good as the audio.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you hear us okay?
Don't know what's happened there.
No, we do have, we like connected it with a wire and everything.
Okay. Sorry, it's difficult. Not as bad as my internet connection would cut off occasionally for no reason. Luckily, we're all getting something.
Getting something better tomorrow.
Amazing!
Yes!
Congratulations on your new internet. So yeah, I think those are all the questions that people wanted to ask.
And we're aware that there are some people tuning in that will have to leave around 3. So if that is you, thank you for joining us, and hopefully you've enjoyed the musical. But yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to chuck them in the chat. And yeah, actual wired internet, Ali says, yeah, actual wired internet, like an actual cable plugged into the laptop.
That is always the safer option, although clearly maybe not in this case. But yeah, it's
we are technically in like a cave. The workshop is pretty much, it does feel at times like it's underground. It's not quite, but it is built into the Cornish hillsides. So yes, I think that could be a lot of stone around us. But yeah, if you thank you so much if you watched the musical. We really enjoyed putting it together, and we wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for the support of Cornwall Council, the IMechE, the IET, the ERA Foundation, and the Royal Commission for 1851. So thank you so much for seeing the crazy vision and thinking that it was a good idea.
Friend and family member said, I don't feel guilty or silly about not getting my internet working. I mean, if engineers can't do it, how can I? I mean, this is true. Stuff goes wrong. Basically,
radioactive workshop, Andy says, like, yeah.
Even more so for engineers, things go wrong just because we're doing mad things. So yeah, look, stuff's always going wrong. That's basically what we do. We have a channel where stuff goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly. This is it. That's, engineering, sometimes the best things come from things going wrong.
Right, I think if the connection is dodgy, we might have to wrap this up.
But
just so it's not annoying people too much. But hopefully it's not been too painful to watch. And if there are any other questions, feel free to leave us some comments on the video.
Yeah,
or,
we'll try and answer them.
we'll try and answer those. And do let us know any more suggestions you've got for different attachments we could put on the robot arms, robot hands. That would be funny to see.
And yeah, thank you so much. And we will see you next time.
And if you know any kids...
Oh, is it looking good again? But anyway.
Oh, good. Well, if you know of any kids as well who might want their invention ideas brought to life, then that's what we do. And we do have a challenge running at the moment. Ruth, what's the challenge?
So we are looking for winter invention ideas. So anything linked to winter. We've had some great inventions in already around nature and around keeping warm and around winter food. So yeah, anything that's linked to winter, get your inventions in. That closes the 25th of January, and then we'll be building one of those in February. So
Matty says, nice jacket. Thank you, Matty. I do like this jacket a lot. It is my favorite jacket, hence why I wear it in all of our videos. And yeah, massive thank you as well to Ali from Geeky Art for moderating.
Make sure you're subscribed to Ali. They do amazing projects.
They do great stuff.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and see you soon.
Thank you, lovelies. See you again. End the stream.
End the stream.
Ending.
End the stream.